Hello, it's Patrick Ogden. I'm doing Jesus in Islam for my screencast. First thing, the Son of God. In Islam, they believe that Jesus is not the Son of God, and they believe this because they say that Jesus never claimed to be the Son of God. They say that he only claimed to be the servant of God. Jesus' mission. Unlike in Christianity, Islam states that Jesus did not come down from heaven to save everybody from sin, and that he was not destined to die for our sins. They say that he was only sent to be a prophet to the Jewish people, to lead them on the right path morally, and to prepare them, to prepare everybody for the coming of Muhammad. He was there to preach about the last prophet, Muhammad. Political Jesus. This was a book that I was reading for my research into this, and I thought it was really interesting to put it in here because it just shows like there are some discrepancies um, in Islam as far as the way they interpret Jesus, like the way they, like there's discrepancies between many theories in Islam for a lot of their things. Uh, One of them is that he was actually a zealot and he called for armed rebellion against the Jewish establishment, so like the heresies and stuff in the Roman Empire. And he also called for a social rebellion, uh, and that he was in fact a revolutionary leader, and that it was Allah's will. So this is a more like, I guess you could say, like radical version of Jesus, a more militant version of Jesus that I thought was very interesting. So I thought I'd put it in here. The death of Jesus. It's ironic because he wasn't actually killed according to Islam. God only made it look like Jesus was dying. Their statement for that is because Jesus is not divided, not divided. It should be divine, not divine, only mortal. Or if I want to change that, no. It's just divine. Uh, and he's not divine. He's only mortal, so it'd be impossible for him to rise from the dead. Um, so because of that, he never actually died because it'd be impossible for him. Jesus ascended into heaven alive, but because of Allah's will, and that because he ascended up to heaven alive, he's actually equal to Abraham and Muhammad as far as like respect goes in Islam. Reason for the disagreement among Christian and Muslims. Well, they claim that the Bible does not accurately, the Christian Bible does not accurately present Jesus' actions or teachings. They think that over time the details of Jesus had become vague and diluted, which led people to misinterpreting him. They really just claim that Christians just don't properly understand Jesus. Uh, so, yeah. Opposite of the concept of Jesus in Islam would be that Jesus is not important to Islam. It's pretty straightforward because Jesus is very important to Islam. So the opposite would be that he's not important. My own personal experience from this, I feel like Islam is not as like foreign of a religion as it used to be for me. Uh, I guess I feel a type of brotherhood. This is maybe a little strong, maybe to say, but I do feel like our faiths are definitely linked in a certain way. And I say like brotherhood, I mean like a camaraderie, I guess, a fellowship of believing that Jesus existed and had an important role to play in religion. I guess I could say that. Um, and Islam does not seem so alien to me as much as it did. I feel like this common ground of believing in Jesus, at least being a very important religious figure, has enabled me to grow closer to Islam. I don't know if that's be a proper. I don't know if I'm really stating that the way I want to, but I'm not gonna make a second take of this. I'm shooting it straight through. So, yeah. All right. Nature of the religion. Okay. It takes ideas from Christianity and Judaism and puts them to use for its own purpose. I mean, like, it kind of cannibalized both religions and turned them into a new thing. and then connects the world together through a web of past events. And it's in the nature of religion. I don't know. It seems like Islam, I guess it might be like kind of crude to say, but it has like an excuse for everything. I guess religion does, Christianity does too, but it doesn't really account for the reason Islam came up, where Islam accounts for why Christianity came up. And then also that presentation about the dinosaurs, about Islam and how like they know that dinosaurs were created for humans to make like oil, I thought was really interesting. So I just thought that like their nature of the religion is that they connect kind of like everything together, and they include everything into their religion, which is also supported by the fact that they believe everybody is Islamic and Muslim. And that's it. Thank you very much.